Hi everyone. Today I said we were going to learn about the life cycle of a butterfly. Now, we learned a little while ago the life cycle of another animal. Do you remember? Let's see, it lived in the pond, it hops, and it likes to eat flies. Do you remember what animal that was? That's right, it was a frog. And when we learned about the life cycle of a frog, we learned a really long word that started with an M. Do you remember that word? Metamorphosis. Can you say that? Metamorphosis. Very good. Now, metamorphosis means that something doesn't just grow, but it changes when it's growing. Now, I grew from a little baby to a grown-up, and you grew from a little baby to a 3 or a 4-year-old, but you didn't undergo a metamorphosis. You didn't really change. When you were born, you had arms, you had legs, you had eyes, right? And now you're bigger and you have arms and legs and eyes and things like that. But when something has a metamorphosis, it completely changes. Remember, the frog was an egg, then it hatched, it was a tadpole, and it had to live in the water. And then when it got lungs and got rid of its gills and grew legs, it came out of the water. It really changed. So a butterfly's life is the same. It goes under a really big change. So let's look at some pictures that help us understand the life cycle of a butterfly. Here's my first picture. Do you see what that butterfly laid right there on the leaf? It's an egg, a caterpillar egg. Let me look. I have a bunch of things that I made this morning to help me explain it to you. I went outside and got a leaf. And look what I put under the leaf. I made like little cotton ball eggs. So when we look at that, we remember the first step is that the butterfly lays eggs under a leaf. Do you know why under the leaf? Yeah, so when it rains or it's too sunny or something, they're protected under there. Plus nobody can see them, right? So nobody can bother them. They're very safe. So they stay there for a while, and what happens next? Do you know what happens next? We saw them in our cup that I showed you. What comes out of the egg? That's right. Caterpillars come out of the egg. And he's a really hungry caterpillar. Look, he's chomping on that leaf that he was underneath as an egg. See that? Now, he doesn't look like a butterfly yet, right? Because he didn't have his change yet. He didn't have his metamorphosis yet. He just came out of his egg. And there he is. Well, let's see what I have that could look like a caterpillar. Oh, like a caterpillar? No. Oh, look what I did. I had a little stick. I wish I had pom-poms, but I didn't, so I used those cotton balls again. But I colored them. And look, there's my little fuzzy caterpillar. So my little fuzzy caterpillar is hanging out on my leaf. Munch, munch, munch. Oh, look, he's taking a bite. Oh, let's see. Oh, look, he ate a big part of that leaf. That's what's helping him grow. He has to get bigger and bigger until he's ready for the next step of his life cycle. Now, do you know why not butterflies, do you know why caterpillars are fuzzy? Remember, God always really thinks about it when he makes an animal or a creature. Well, he made caterpillars fuzzy so that birds wouldn't want to eat them or predators wouldn't want to eat them. It'd be hard to eat them because they're so fuzzy, so it protects them. Okay, so my little caterpillar eats his leaf and he gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And what happens next in its life cycle? We saw this in our cup. He goes under the leaf and hangs down into a J shape. He's getting ready to go into his, what? Chrysalis. So there's that leaf again. Remember he started there as a little egg? Now look, I didn't have a chrysalis, so I'm gonna use a paper towel tube. And my caterpillar's going to go in and he's going to hang underneath the leaf. Now this is where the real change is happening, because when he comes out, he won't be that fuzzy caterpillar anymore. What is it going to be? What happens when he's resting in there in his chrysalis? Do you know what happens? Yes, things start to form. Wings and legs and antenna until, look, what comes out of the chrysalis? Let's see. What comes out of our chrysalis? Look what it is. It's It's a butterfly. I made it out of paper towel and some watercolor. Here's our beautiful butterfly. So now you know about the life cycle of the butterfly, and you know all about its metamorphosis. Say that big word again. That's right, metamorphosis. First, it starts as an egg that the butterfly lays on the leaf. Then it hatches and comes out of its egg as a caterpillar, a very hungry one that munches that leaf. Whoops. Then it gets ready to go into a chrysalis. It's as big as it can get now. So it hangs under that leaf in what shape? A J shape. And then goes into its chrysalis. And even though it looks like it's doing nothing, something really important is happening in its life cycle. It changes into a butterfly. Its metamorphosis is complete, and that butterfly will go and lay an egg on another leaf, and the life cycle will continue. So I hope you understand it a little better now, and I'm going to make another video where I show you a little craft that you can make that will help you remember the stages of the butterfly's life cycle.